Hello and welcome to the Dynata training series. This video will cover multiple response variables or MRVs. A multiple response variable is a question where the survey respondent is allowed to check all that apply. In our example, we'll work with this question about cell phone features. If a respondent selects a feature, the data will record their response as a yes for that feature. If they do not select a feature, it will set their response as a no. When analyzing this kind of data, we often want to count the yeses or all of the no's altogether. MarketSight will automatically create MRVs if you uploaded your dataset from an SPSS file, where they were already defined as a multiple response variable, or if you sync the dataset directly from the Dynata scripting tool, CMix, or Research. If you're uploading data in another format, such as Excel or CSV, you will need to explicitly create your multiple response variables. You can do this in the MarketSight tool itself or through the dataset labeling workbook. In the rest of this video, we'll show you how to do this in the MarketSight interface. You can either start with right-click on the original variable, hover over Create UDV, and select Multiple Response Variable. Or you can start by clicking on the New button and select Multiple Response Variable. You can also select all the predecessor variables which are to be added to the MRV and click New Multiple Response Variable. We'll call our example Cell Phone Features MRV. Select the category where the new variable will appear on the variable list page and other MarketSight pages. Categories organize your variables, which makes it easier for you to navigate large datasets or distinguish between variables with confusing labeling. To keep things organized, we'll add the new variable to the Cell Phone Features category. The next step is selecting the predecessor variables with data about cell phone features. Predecessor variables are the variables that you use to define your new variable. In this case, they are the variables in the data that represent the feature we asked about. To find those variables, we can select the appropriate category here, or search the variables here. Move them to the box on the right. You can change the order of the included variables by dragging and dropping them. You can see that I'm able to bypass this step since I selected all predecessor variables beforehand. It's important to specify which values to include in the MRV. Since we want to include all the yes answers and our yes response have a numeric code of 1, we'll keep this setting exactly the way it is. It can be set to count any single value, more than one value by inserting commas in between, or to count all values. You might use the all option when you want to include more than a single value, such as you have the respondents rank their 3 favorite schools. That's all it takes to define an MRV. Click OK to save the new variable. When we look at the new multiple response variable we constructed, we can see that each yes answer in the predecessor variable has become a value in the MRV. To see a summary statistics screen like this one, for this or any of the variable, right-click on the name of the variable. You can see right away how multiple response variables are different from other variables. In this, one respondent can be included in multiple groups. As a result, the mentions add up to a number much greater than the sample size for these percentages add up to more than 100%. This is because the respondents to the original question were allowed to select all that apply, not just one option. Because of this unique feature of multiple response or multi-punch questions, the calculations and the statistical significance tests that MarketSight performs on these variables will be modified appropriately to accommodate the non-mutually exclusive groups. We hope you find this video helpful and thank you for watching.